Hey fellow writers, this is Jessica Froberg. Today I'm going to walk you through my way of organizing and researching agents. It's not the only way, but it's my way. Hopefully it sparks some sort of ideas in you so you can find your own method. First, I do it in Google Drive. That's where everything happens. I come up and do New, Google Sheets, and this is where magic happens. Um, First, and this might depend on what you want and what you're looking for agents, but this is what I look for. I say agency, agent, MSWL. This stands for manuscript wish list. So these are what the agent's looking for. And then I do sales or history. And then I do submission guidelines, website, and query sent and response. Oops. So in order to keep this locked, you can click on the whole row. And you come up and go to view, freeze, one row. And there we go, it'll freeze no matter how much you scroll. For agencies, you really just gotta do the work and get your hands dirty and start researching. There's a lot of ways that you can find agencies. A lot of it is just looking up agents. One of my favorite resources is Literary Rambles. If you scroll down here, you can click on whatever one you do. For instance, I write YA, so I'd click on YA, and you can just scroll through here and they interview agents, which is really cool. And you can see what agency they're from. You can click on the website and scroll through all the agents that they have. That's one way to do it. You just go through. They have awesome interviews. So that's one way. Twitter's one way. Another way is just to open up your favorite books that you have on your shelf, and see in the acknowledgments who the agent's name is. I've never used this, but it has been recommended to me. It's a book. It's a guide to literary agents. So that's another way that you can. Or agent query. You can come down here and say agent list, and it pops up with a ton of different agencies and agents that you can scroll through. So the biggest thing that I do is I start off with an agency. So I pick an agency, so we just would put their name here, and I go to their website and I look through every single agent that they have, and I write down every agent that fits my book. So I have an agent 1, and their manuscript wish lists has certain specific things that match mine, and so I would write that down here, and I would do the same with all the agents in that agency that fit my manuscript and just list them all down here. Next thing, with manuscript wish list, some have what they want on their website, but there's actually an amazing website, and it's called manuscriptwishlist.com. And you can either go to this website and search in here, or you can just Google the agent's name followed by MSWL, and it'll pop up. This will pop up, or sometimes another website will pop up that shows all their tweets with the hashtag, so you can look through their actual tweets. So that's where you find all their manuscript wish list information. Sales history, sometimes they put it on their website, but most of the time it is in Publishers Marketplace. So with Publishers Marketplace, you can Google the agent's name and then follow it by Publishers Marketplace. And sometimes, like half the time I found, a member page would come up that you could view. But if you do not have a subscription to Publishers Marketplace, you're not going to really be able to see their deals. Sometimes they have them on their members website or their member page, but if you want to look at all their deals that they've done or that the agency has done, you have to get a subscription, and it can be a little pricey, but it's worth it if you're looking for a certain thing. I also put history here. So if they're a new agent and I can't find any sales yet, I look into their history. What do they have on their website? Or in Literary Rambles, did they intern somewhere? Was that a reputable agency? Different things like that. Were they in the industry? Were they an editor, a publishing house? Things like that to help me with my decision and just understanding them as an agent. Submission guidelines are always on their website, and just follow them, guys. That's what they're looking for, so make sure you go there and type down exactly what they need. Most of the time I found it's a pasted query followed by the first 10 pages of your manuscript in an email, but they can vary, and sometimes you have different forms that they fill out too. I always put their website here just in case I was debating within agents and I wanted to go back to the website. Makes it nice and easy. And then once I have all my information down and you send out a query, I always like to put the date. So if I query them today, I would know, and then I can see whenever they respond, I can put in if it was a request for more or a rejection, anything like that to help me keep track of things. And I go through and I look at every agency that I know of, and I put down all the agents that fit my manuscript. And then once I'm finished, I can go back through and select which agent I want from an agency. Some agencies will let you do multiple agents per agency, but a lot of them don't. So you need to find that in the submission guidelines on their website. And then when you're ready to query, like I said, you can send out them and put the date here. I also like to highlight them and put them in a color. And I like doing pastels because it makes me feel happier. So I always do green for when I've sent out a query. If I get a response and it's a rejection, I actually usually do purple. Makes me feel better than doing like a red or something. Or if they have your full manuscript, I actually do yellow for full manuscript. And it helps you keep track of who you've sent out queries to just by looking at the colors, you have left, how many requests you have, or rejections. But this is how I do mine. I found a lot of information and I found it really helpful, and I hope you guys find it helpful too. Okay, thanks. Good luck researching your agents.